This is your non-professional health checkup, making sure that you are not a soy sipper today. Do you want to hunt the next big crypto opportunity, friends? Well, guess what? So do I. So sit down and please straighten your back. Keep your slippers fluffy for this one. You and I are going to need to do something. We need to focus on applications being built. There's applications and there's layer 1 chains. Layer 1 Chains had a narrative in 2021. We're going to go through that. I'm going to show you exactly what we mean. Every crypto cycle has these narratives that appear because a group of coins go up. One of the narratives up here, this is the 2021 crypto cycle. One of the narratives up here. So up here you had Layer 1 Chains. Okay. Layer 1 Chains, they were one of the narratives that appeared, but also there were others too. There were others. You had gaming, Metaverse. We had memes. This was Doge, SHIB, etc. We had NFTs. They were also big. We also had DeFi 2. DeFi 1, DeFi 2. DeFi 1 started early. That was August 2020. So these were the main big narratives that appeared. Layer 1 chains were one of them. It was because of Ethereum. You see, Ethereum did a 50 to 60x from its low. Huge. And it made everybody believe that, oh my gosh, that we need bigger crypto chains. We need more decentralized block space. We need that out here. But there's a problem. The problem is now we've got a lot of decentralized block space. We don't have enough applications to fill it up, but it's going to take time. It's like you build a road out of a city. Maybe the road isn't used that often immediately, but eventually someone's like, I'm going to build another town along that way. I'm going to build some shops along the way. And then the road starts getting built more. So that's how it works. And that's where we bring us to today. So we're looking for applications now. Also, I just want to remind you again, applications, this is going to be controversial, right? Friends, memes are an application. They store value. All right, so I'm going to have to write this down. This is going to be, so just to let you know, memes are store of value. I know this is it's a bit controversial, but it is. It's true. It's just that memes store the value of a community gathered around, a meme. So it's like a Disneyland fun experience. Disneyland themes. Like maybe like Lion King. It was one of my favorite kids' movies. Maybe you're an Aladdin person. Maybe like Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, any of the other universes out there. There are memes that can be created around them. There are memes. And meme coins try to store that value. Now, of course, it's so difficult because it's really hard to make something that takes over, right? So that's why it's super risky. But that's what memes aim to do. Bitcoin is also a meme. It's also a store of value. It's just that its meme is a very long duration, long-lasting one. Meme coins like Doge, SHIB, they are very short duration, as you can tell, right? It doesn't take a genius to figure that out, right? So Bitcoin's a longer one. Bitcoin's a meme. Now, a lot of Bitcoin maxis, their heads explode when I say Bitcoin's a meme. I go, well, suck it up, princess. You're a meme. It's a meme. Money is a meme. That's all it is. It's a figment of our imagination. They don't like thinking about it like that. Why? Because it means you put it in a category, and once you put it in a category, then you can put a price that's too high for it. That's why they don't like looking at that. So we are now looking at applications. There's other applications. That was layer 1. So to know where we're going, we've got to understand where we came from. So now we have a lot of decentralized block space. What's going to fill it up? We tried a lot of things, right? The degens went crazy for the layer 1 chains, but now everybody's realizing, oh my gosh, there's so many layer 1 chains. Let me just share with you, right? On the left-hand side, look at this left-hand side column. A lot of layer 1 chains. And layer 2s, whatever. They're basically the same stuff. No one really cares about the security part. You see this? You can basically fit anything you want. Now it's like, okay, find applications that fulfill consumer demand that can fill it up. Well, that's the next challenge, isn't it? And of course, friends, we're going to play some bizarre objects, man. We're just going to crank it again, all right? I want to crank it with you. Now, everybody tried to get a bit of premature fun, if you know what I mean. Gaming, Metaverse, financial products. We tried them in 2021. I want to remind you too. I want to remind you, all these layer 1 chains, all of them. Layer1 Chains, these narratives that appeared, you will not get the same return in the next cycle as you did in this early one. It's going to be diminished. However, you do have an advantage. The advantage is you know where to look now. You know, in the field of like all these coins and all these tech and all these sectors, you know that if you find the right gaming coins, the right Metaverse coins, the right NFT, the right DeFi 1 or 2, the right memes, you have an advantage. You're not going to get your 1, 2, 300x. Maybe it's going to be a 10, 20, 30x. But at least you know where to look. But that's not going to be the big one. See, by the way, when we were in 2021, these were the new hot things. No one thought, oh my God, gaming and Metaverse and NFTs and this DeFi and memes. Obviously not. Memes are the biggest of one of all. No one ever thought that. Why memes were the best? There were no ICOs for them. Gaming and Metaverse had ICO insider pump and dump scammers. A lot of DeFi did as well. A lot of founders, ICO scammers. But memes were just like, it was the people's currency. That's why they went the highest. All the others were plagued by VCs, vulture, cockroach scum who were dumping. There are influencers out there. That's how they made their living, by the way. So for every 100,000 people that lost, there was one VC ICO insider influencer who was making all the money for them, making their money by dumping on them. So they would buy on the opens while these guys were dumping on the opens. They were dumping on the coin launched opens. You see, now we're seeing where we're moving forward now. So everybody suffered tremendously. And if we want to talk about infrastructure, remember layer 1 coins are in infrastructure. That's why it's so hard. I just showed you all these chains. Do you know which one's going to kind of do well? Now, I know Pulse Chain has a competitive advantage, but you also have, you're like, wait a minute, between Coinbase and Optimism and Avalanche and Arbitrum, like who's going to kind of take over? Oh, maybe Arbitrum's doing good. What's going to happen with BSC and like Polygarbage, which is fake DeFi Polygarbage as well. All these is very tough to figure out. We don't know. That's why I like ChainLINK personally. Ticker link, all right? If you don't like it, sell it, get short, I don't care. Not financial advisor. Go speak to a bond buying financial advisor. ChainLINK wins if everything wins. Everything, anything. Ethereum, smart contract platforms, everything linking together. ChainLINK with CCIP tech links everything together. It's the infrastructure. And to get all the pings of data and connect everything out, you got to pay in link tokens. The developers pay in link tokens from the protocols. And so that's where the underlying demand for link comes from. But as you know, friends, by the time it comes to that point, it's probably time to exit. Now, in the next cycle, there's going to be new coins to buy. So everything I do love, Pulse Chain, PulseX, and Hex, which is real DeFi, continuing from cycle 1 stuff. I do like ChainLINK infrastructure, continuing from cycle 1 stuff, from 2021 cycle. Let's continue again. Obviously, got this cute Peppy who's drowning here, just playing around. Now, money is the best application of all. But Bitcoin's already done it. That's why Bitcoin's a fierce winner. Now we know Bitcoin's slowing down. In 2021 to 2023, we saw an Ethereum-focused blossoming. And then layer 1 chains like Pulse Chain come out. So we know the EVM formula is there. So how do you bet on the EVM formula? Well, people already did. That's how Ethereum went up. We now also see layer 2 chains. We saw Arbitrum, Optimism. But now you and I, we're waiting for entrepreneurs and builders to create fancy applications. So which one do we choose? There are just too many. I want to give you a better option. I want to give you better results, but there's just too many. I'm sorry, there's just too many. I'm not going to apologize, but I'll say sorry anyway. All right? There's just, we don't know which exactly, this is the forks. There's too many forks in the tree. We do have some ideas. For example, I have made videos like on real world assets, and you also maybe know of AI. So they're also 2 ideas. If you go to my YouTube channel that you like, subscribe, belly button or 2, I went to just type in RWA. See, money is coming into crypto with RWA. So I have real world assets. Can this crypto bull market narrative lift us? So I've made videos about it. All right, I've spoken about it and I've shown that, but there's a bit of an issue here. When it comes to these coins, you need humans, retailers, to speculate, all right, and their imaginations to go wild. So I'm just going to do exclamation marks, okay, with a cloud in here. We need them to think about, oh my gosh, the possibilities are endless. With real world assets, they're not, because real world assets just let big institutions buy treasury bonds. They're like, hey, let me put $100 million into a treasury bond, which is linked to an account that gives me yield from the US Treasury. There's no crypto there involved. You understand? But with gaming and Metaverse, and then there was Uniswap and DeFi, people speculate, oh my gosh, I can make any token. There's all these other cool new things coming out, new coins, new ideas, new worlds. But what's there out right now? What is out there right now? We have Telegram trading bots, Unibot. I want to cross them out though. Like you can Telegram trading bots. Everyone loses money in trading, so now everybody's just going to lose money faster. There's also gambling narrative that might appear. Rollbit. So Rollbit make a lot of money. There's a lot of like threads and articles. A lot of people already into it. It's already pretty big market cap, around 600 million. So, but they're making a lot of money, a lot of profit. Rollbit. Maybe that's the future. Maybe we do more casino, DJ, and gambling. There's also Friendtech. Now, Friendtech is my favorite. Why? Social finance. Because if you can try to attach a value to someone's Twitter account, well, there's heaps of Twitter accounts and the possibilities are endless because we're now opening a whole new world. With making coins on Uniswap, you kind of get the idea. Everyone knows how to make one now. There's all these formulas and there's all these websites that streamline it, and the meme factory is just too much. Unfortunately, the supply is too high for everybody to dump on. So these are some ideas right now. Don't go buy them. Don't touch these coins. For example, there's no coin for Friendtech, by the way. But just to give you an idea, someone's eventually going to figure out a formula where it just wants to create a spark on a whole new world. Because that's what happened with Uniswap. When Uniswap first launched, right here, and you had Uniswap V2, we had DeFi season because everybody was just doing DeFi. And like, oh my gosh, anyone can launch a coin. It's like a full open canvas world. But now there's an oversupply issue. Right, so the applications out there, they're not shiny enough yet, but we are getting closer. And remember, the most important thing about applications is that they can all be copy-pasted since they're open source. That's the most important part. Please listen to that. Doesn't matter what your coin does. You're going to see the chart go up, and you're going to think it's the new paradigm of finance, and it's got utility. Just remember this. The market's smarter than everyone else, all right? The market knows, hey, you might be cool today, but if you're popular enough, any other protocol can copy-paste your application. So, for example, I can give you an example, right? Friendtech might get super, super popular. Their ID can literally be copy-pasted by Uniswap. It can be copy-pasted by Aave. It can be copy-pasted somewhere else. You see what I mean? So it invites more competition, and that's why it might get harder because other companies and firms and want to put more funding to incentivize people. Now, they haven't done it yet, but that's why I'm telling you, you can't underestimate the competition. But that doesn't mean don't participate. Participate. Just remember, the community is the asset. The community is the asset. So just want to remind you, it's hard to tell if people are there for the hype or if they are part of the community. By default, though, I'm going to tell you, just assume people will run away if times go bad. One of the best understood applications is a DEX. So here I am, example, right? Let's cute paper with this butterfly. For example, PulseX, ticker PulseX. That's one of the most understood, right? But there's going to be new applications of greater complexity. They are going to come in 2024. We're ready for them. We're approaching. I know, so close. Like, how aren't there any around? I'm telling you now, there's just too many permutations and combinations. Now, these new apps, they might not reinvent the wheel, but they might combine a few tech features together. So that's what Friendtech did. Friendtech combined. You've got a bit of the DEX thing. You're using Base, which is the layer 2. You got a bit of the phone tech, the chatting tech. You understand that they combine a few things together and they try to make something out there like a formula. It's just a matter of time before someone out there puts things together with good enough tech. Don't believe the hype though. Most of the time, if it's good, it's going to attract a lot of meme factory attention and oversupply of copycats too. Here I am to say, waiting patiently. That's the most important part. So we're now prepared for this as we move on. And when the things start heating up, we're going to be fully on board with the idea that it might be time to rotate a bit more of the core into what we call lottery plays. But, but they have to convince us. We don't have to go out seeking them. I want to come across something where I'm like, whoa, this has potential. Nothing has come out to me now, but if it does, I'm going to report to you, and there's not even a guarantee it will. But we're going to try our best. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, Norm, and catch you in the next one.